For almost 100 years, Americans have been standing by while our government has been slowly destroying our Constitution. We have watched our liberties and our freedoms erode away. We've stood by while our elected officials let lobbyists and special interest groups influence their policy making. America has endured betrayal, lies, dishonor, and zero accountability. America has suffered through high inflation, high taxes, job loss, home loss, and many other losses of wealth. You know, I think one of the reasons is because we've allowed the media, the hip-hop culture, the pop culture, sports and reality TV, home life, and whatever it may be, we've let it distract us, and it's greatly diminished our moral judgment. This is why they've been able to pull the wool over our eyes for so long. You see, this is not a partisan thing. Both sides are equally guilty. We had the Bush administration with the Patriot Act, the Military Tribunals Act, the TARP Fund, NAFTA, and GATT. All that spells out big government intrusion. So now we have the Obama administration with bailout after bailout. And now healthcare? Can you say bankrupt America? Bankrupt! So now Americans are starting to realize that the country's in trouble. So what do? We peaceably assemble and form tea parties to petition our government. The First Amendment says that we can do that. And what happens? We get labeled as radicals. You know, now being a real American, you're considered a radical. Right, I think so too. So, you know, that didn't work. So now they're pulling the racial card. Now we're all racist. All of us are racist. So here's what I think about the racism. They would invite me, a black Tea Party member, to come down and speak to a Tea Party on behalf of a Tea Party. I guess I'm racist too, right? Now, you know, these allegations are nothing more than a liberal attempt to discredit and demonize the Tea Party movement. So other Americans that realize that something is wrong with our government won't join the Tea Party, they won't get involved. But you know, I really don't think that the racist card is going to work either, because with all of the debt and government spending, those in denial will soon see that all of the hope and chains really means shackles and chains. So I started to educate myself on what America was supposed to be and what our government has turned America into. And what I found, I didn't like. So that's why I'm here today. I'm here today to challenge people who think we're racist to come down to a Tea Party and look at America through the lens of the Constitution and then tell me if we're racist or if we're Americans. You see, there is nothing wrong with hope and change, but the people of America have the right to change this nation, not the government. Now, we've shown them that we will not sit by any longer while they destroy our country and take away our liberties. We will not stand by any longer. Now, today is tax day. Why are taxes so high? That's the question that I pose. Well, I think we have too much government welfare, too many bailouts, never-ending wars. The government has control over almost, if not all, public and social welfare. I think the private sector should be responsible for public and social welfare. I figure if Americans helped Americans, then the government wouldn't have any fuel to burn. The more the government gives us, the more debt and more control we accumulate.
Give them a pay cut.
Definitely. So I figure if we, the people, gave to each other and helped each other, we will become freer and wealthier, and the government will have less power over us. So that sounds like a plan to me. So I suggest us getting out and getting to know your neighbors, helping each other, help educate each other with everything, with food, finance, shelter, whatever it may be, to diminish their power over us. Let us rebuild our families, our communities, and our government on the state and local level. You see, this is not about racism. This is about saving America. Now, to all of the liberals out there In case you forgot, you are Americans too. And the same freedoms that we're fighting to protect, those are the freedoms that you may lose as well. Now, the best way, liberals, for us to rebuild this country is from within. So let Americans start helping Americans. And when we the people are united and stand together, we can restore and rebuild America.